Hello, I'm Tony Marset, sports editor for the Waltonian. I'm joined here with Jim Crawley, senior outfielder, in his exclusive profile interview for the Waltonian. Thanks for joining me, Jim, today. How are you doing today?
Pretty good, Tony. How about yourself?
Not too bad. You know, the weather could be better.
Yeah, a little bit of rain, but it's throws a wrench into our practice plans today, but we'll be able to get some good swings on inside.
You know what? Can't always be perfect with the weather.
No, you can't, especially in the springtime.
That's very true. Never know what you can get.
You're never going to know.
How about let's go dive right into things, Jim. You're a senior outfielder. You're from, you went to Central Dauphin High School from Harrisburg, PA, not too far. And then you came here and you decided to pick a major. What was your major?
I decided to pick history and secondary education.
Wow, okay. What do you plan on doing with that, you think?
I plan on going into the education field, teaching high school history.
Mm-hmm. So let's jump right into baseball, actually. When you were a young little Jim, when you were running around, and what makes you, when did you start playing baseball?
I started playing baseball at the age of 5. It's one of my fondest memories. I actually can remember playing for the Greg Staso and the Paxtonian Pirates. It's just my first experience with real sports, and I just had a lot of fun, and I've had fun playing baseball ever since.
And when you decided to further on your education to college, you decided to play college ball too. Why play? There's a lot of time in order, but why play?
Well, I think that any serious athlete in high school, no matter what sport they play, I think that playing the college sport is a big goal. I think that's the biggest goal of any serious athlete out there, and that's, of course, I'm very serious about baseball, and ever since I've been, in 5th or 6th grade, I've wanted to play college baseball. I think everybody really wants to play professionally, but there's a very small percentage of people who actually go on to do that. So college is a very achievable goal if you put in the time and effort.
During all those years, did anyone inspire you to be a ball player?
Well, of course. There's a lot of people who inspired me, but my biggest person who's inspired me is my father. He's always been there. He goes to all my games. He coached me for a while. He taught me everything I know about baseball has come from my father, and I really thank him for that. He's always been there to support me through everything. So definitely my father.
During your all your baseball years, now that you're mainly an outfielder, why outfield? Why not something else? Why outfield?
It's actually a funny question because I never played outfield until I got older, at my latter years in high school, and coaches recognized that I had pretty good wheels. I could run pretty good, and I always had a knack for getting good jumps on balls, even from the infield. I mainly played second and third. Played second and short. I played a little bit of third too, but I always had good jumps on balls over my head. And we had some injuries, and asked me if I could play outfield one day, and I said yeah. And ever since then, I've just been playing. And Coach Burke, who recruited me originally from Eastern, recruited me as an outfielder. I had a few opportunities to play infield at some other schools, but Eastern was my best choice, and glad I came. Glad it all worked out. I really admire the position a lot more than I used to, because it takes a certain kind of player with certain physical and mental abilities to play the position.
Now that when you get into the game and play outfield and run around in that outfield in that grass, I know, is there anything that pumps you up before the game to do all that?
A lot of guys at the college level or any level nowadays they get pumped up by listening to music or doing certain things. I'm a little more old-fashioned with that kind of stuff. I'm a big visualization person, so I like to visualize myself doing something for the team. Like either you're coming up with that big hit or making that big-time play, maybe making a diving play in the bottom of the ninth to save the game. And that stuff doesn't happen every day, but baseball or any sport, that can happen every game. So you always got to be ready for that. And by visualizing that or seeing myself accomplish something like that, really gets me pumped up.
It being your senior season, do you plan to continue baseball any kind of way when you graduate?
Of course. Baseball is a game that you can really play baseball for a long time. As long as you stay in decent shape, you can get away with playing baseball for a long time. And I've always said to myself, I'm going to try to play baseball for as long as I can, even if that means playing in the men's leagues and the slow pitch softball, some kind of league. I'm going to play as competitively for as long as I can. And I also would like to get into coaching. I think most college baseball players would actually like to become a coach one day and have their own program, whether it be high school or college or even teener ball, little league, anything like that. I think I would really love to stay in the game and pass on my knowledge to somebody else.
Around this time next year, how much are you going to miss this year playing baseball every day?
Honestly, it's indescribable. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be hopefully doing my student teaching next year. And I can tell you right now, when 2 o'clock, 2:30 rolls around, I'm going to be feeling like I'm getting ready to go play ball, and it's just not going to be happening. And even in the springtime, I'll be out of school by then, and I'm really gonna miss those days where you have that game, and you go to bed the night before, you're all excited. I'll be going to work when some of my teammates right now will be going to play their games. So,
just maybe you might have a little free time, as you don't know. Some people might not know. Jim is a diehard Yankees fan. He's probably went at it last year during the World Series, when some people weren't too happy with him and his Yankees hat around campus. So he might have more time next year to watch some more games because he will be playing. But as for this year, what do you think about your Yankees coming into the season?
They're looking good. I'll tell you right now, that's one of the things I really like about the Yankees is they really play to win. And they've gone out and made some big-time additions to their team this year. And I really feel as if they have an excellent shot of repeating as World Series champions. I think Curtis Granderson's really going to fit into their lineup, and he's going to get some protection. They're going to force him to throw him fastballs, and I think his lefty swing in Yankee Stadium, hitting fastballs with all that protection around him, I think he's going to have a big year. And Derek Jeter and Rivera in contract years, so is Girardi. So everybody tends to pick it up a little bit in their contract years. So
I heard Jeter wants his contract.
Yeah, he does. And they won't negotiate with him until after the season too. So that's a little incentive to do well because that's going to be a big contract for him.
Do you think it's going to be Yankees Phillies rematch in the World Series?
If I had to put money on it, I would undoubtedly put Yankees-Phillies rematch. I think both teams have outstanding players up and down through a roster in their minor leagues. Anywhere you look at it, I think that it's going to be a Yankees-Phillies rematch. I think it'll be another classic series. There'll be a lot of big plays and a lot of stuff going on there. So I can't wait. I can't wait for baseball to start. We're just getting started here at Eastern, and another month we'll get started in the major leagues, and then it's just baseball for the rest of the year for me. And I'm just going to try and enjoy every last minute I can get.
I'm a Phillies fan. I'm going to go with the Phillies in the World Series against the Yankees. And I think they will prevail one day against you guys.
One day, maybe.
One day.
But I wouldn't put money on it.
Thanks a lot for joining me, Jim.
Yeah,
I
no
appreciate
problem.
it, man.
Thanks
Good luck
for
the rest of the season, man.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks.